Hey guys, it's been a while, so a big welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. Please do join the vibes officially by hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification right along with it so you guys are notified every time your girl posts a new video. Now for this video, I took to my socials for requests on hot topics that I'm gonna give my take on and I'm gonna chat about with y'all today. So I hope you guys are here with an open mind, good energy, and ready to engage in the comments. Now let's dive in. So we're gonna start this off real demure, real light by talking about skincare. Now this is such a vast topic because we can go on and on and on about different topics about skincare, different products that people feel work, products that are viral, and even put to rest a debate about the right steps in a skincare routine. But I truly believe that will serve no one, and here's why. Truthfully, there's no cookie cutter, one way fits all, or even most as it pertains to skincare. Part of caring for your skin and giving it that much needed TLC is learning about your skin so you can understand exactly what it needs. And if you pay close attention, there'll be signs that'll let you know the areas that you really need to focus on. And those areas could be troubled acne, enlarged or clogged pores, hyperpigmentation, puffiness or dehydration, dark marks, and the list could go on. But what I'm trying to say is understanding your skin can take time for many of us. I know no one wants to hear this, but it can also take trial and error, especially when you're discovering things for yourself. Or you can always seek professional help from a dermatologist or an esthetician. But no matter the different ways to go about care for your skin's needs, understand that it starts with you taking your time. Taking your time to do your due diligence, to do research, read reviews, learn about your skin's texture, do research on different skin types so you can learn exactly what yours is, and you know which products can or cannot work for you. I feel like that's a good start, and I hope that was really insightful. And that was a great topic to segue into speaking about femininity, how to tap into it and have it show up more in different areas of your life. And it is such a compliment that someone would see me fit to even discuss this. Like, am I so feminine? I like to think of femininity as a connection. It's aura, it's energy, it's vibes. And this vibe will be different for everyone because it's an individual thing that's supposed to come natural to you. Now, from my experience, I like to think that I started feeling my most feminine at the peak of my self-alignment and self-discovery. I was at a place in my life where I was learning and unlearning so much things about myself, like things that used to trigger me, healing from traumas, learning about my desires, learning about my needs, and just this whole journey, I was learning so much about myself, and what mattered the most to me is I wanted to keep showing up as the best version of myself. I wanted to show up as a woman who, even in the face of adversity, even though I was going through struggles, I wanted to show up gracefully. I wanted to show up as a woman who was slow to react so that I was able to manage my emotions and my responses. I thought of my ultimate desires and aspirations, and that led me to tap in more into revealing I wanted to be more of a woman who will leave a good impression and a good impact on anybody she encounters, anybody she interacts with. Those were the key characteristics that I kind of envisioned as it pertained to femininity. Believe it or not, I grew up as a young lady who used to love to play fight, who used to love playing outside, playing all the rough games, climbing trees, doing stunts, the whole nine. I used to have a bad temper when I got upset. I was even closed-minded to a lot of things. But what really was the turnaround for all of that was evolving, maturing, and thinking of the most feminine traits of a woman. And I feel like I took a little bits and pieces from different places of inspiration and also my own visions. And that has been the key to allowing me to tap more into being a feminine woman. Okay. This is gonna get a bit subjective, right? Because as a society, we just can't seem to come to an agreement on this topic. Should men be providers? Or should you go 50-50 in your household? How do I say this? Have this conversation with your partner. Have this conversation with your spouse, your significant other, the person you're dating. Do that, please. Please do that, you guys. Okay? Like, I don't know if that's ruffling any feathers, but please do that. I used to have a hard stance or a hard standard with this or preference with this. Let me say preference. I used to have a hard stance or a hard preference with this, but I realized that with the times changing, meeting different people, getting to know different people, it can change, and it has changed for me. Now, one stance that I fully stand on that may never change is I do believe in traditional roles and values in a household. I'll elaborate. I do believe that the man should be the leader of the household. He is the one who is kind of like the face of the household as far as it comes to protection, providing, decision making, those things, you know what I mean? So yes, I do believe in traditional values and traditional roles in a household. But by nature, I am a modern working woman. So I can't fully see myself right now taking a full backseat and not contributing to the household. I do feel like the delegation of responsibilities, especially financial responsibilities, is going to be something that I'm willing and open to discuss with a significant other, someone I'm dating. But I do feel like these are important conversations to have in early dating stages, because you really want to know at least where you guys are at as far as it comes to values and roles and desire and different dynamics for a household and how that may look for each one of you. I don't have a hard stance on this topic. I'm sorry if that disappointed y'all, but I hope that gave you guys a little bit of like encouragement to have those conversations with someone you're dating or someone you're in a relationship with, your spouse, your partner, whatsoever have you, in healthy ways, of course. Communicate, make sure at least you guys know the goal of your household and your union, and you guys are going to be working together as partners and as two heads who come together as one, however that may look for y'all, to make it work. Now, I will say this, I don't see myself taking a full back seat. However, I want to be able to have a conversation and have an understanding with my partner that the roles that we desire to be in most and how we want to contribute within those roles. I know that I want to be able to be very present if I'm a mom. I want to be able to be very present if I'm a wife. So if working a high demand job is going to take away from that, that is a conversation I want to be able to have with my partner. But even in the same sense, if he's feeling overworked or he's feeling like he's working too hard to provide for the household, I want to be able to support that as well. We really had to be able to learn to meet each other where all resources in a household are not being drained and depleted, but are being used wisely. That's my take, y'all. Don't drag me, babe. And that literally transitions to this topic of expectations on a first date. I wish I could get a male's take on this as well. So if you're a king watching, chime in with your thoughts on this conversation in the comments. Let's go. First and foremost, straight out the gate, my expectations on a first date, non-negotiable, is a gentleman. A gentleman. I'm gonna be so honest, I would really love to stop it right there, because that to me speaks so much volumes about a man's character and will truly set the tone for the date. Like, the initial interaction should be one that's respectful and brings me to ease and comfort. That sets the tone. A gentleman. Opening car doors, opening restaurant doors or establishment doors, leading the way. A gentleman. A freaking gentleman. Respectful, has manners, polite. A gentleman. I could really go on and on and on and on about being a gentleman. So that is my number one non-negotiable for expectations on a first date. You have gotten to the point where you have proposed a date, you asked me out to get to know me. Be a gentleman. Now, of course, we could backtrack or even get to see if you're a gentleman, because obviously you've asked me out. That kind of shows that you're being a gentleman. You have asked me out on a date, however that came about. Now is your time to be thoughtful and considerate. This is an expectation. Now, I don't believe that the man who is courting has to be the one to fully think out the date. I don't know, maybe I'm a little lenient with that. But the thoughtfulness comes in when he can at least ask for your suggestions or start a conversation and ask, hey, what are some things you like to do? Ask about your interests. Ask about your favorite cuisines. What are some restaurants you would love to try? Ask questions. That's the thoughtfulness right there. That could give someone the hints and the clues to planning a date or asking a friend. So if he does plan a date, that's amazing. But even if he asks, hey, I would love to take you out on this date, a man with a plan, that is an expectation. That is a first date expectation. A man with a plan and who's going to execute it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No glitches. Things happen, I'm joking. Hey, I would love to take you out. I would love to get to know you. Let's plan it. Are you available? When are you available? And I would like for you to pick the place. You know where you would like to go. That's okay. That's okay. He was thoughtful. He had a plan. First date expectations. Now, those are the things about the character, right? His vibe. Obviously, it's an expectation. We're out with each other. Come with good energy. Come with good vibes. Be a good time. Have some questions thought out in your head that you want to ask, that you want to get to know about me. Pick a good juicy topic. Let's talk, let's chat. Like, let's keep it fun. The expectation of a first date should be light. It shouldn't feel daunting. It shouldn't feel heavy. It shouldn't feel like we're on an interview. Let's keep it fun. Let's have a good time. Obviously be respectful, respect boundaries, and be mindful. I'm gonna get away now from characteristics and I'm gonna go into physical. First date expectations. Please, please, please put effort into your appearance. There are some dates that are probably a little bit more casual, and that's okay. Just give the person you're going on a date with a heads up. That's okay. Put effort into your attire. Smell good. Get your hair done. Take care of your hygiene. Little things like that. Give a heads up if there's going to be any changes. That all goes into being a gentleman and being respectful. So on the opposite side of all of that, I can't give too much on the expectations of what a male looks for from a woman on the first date. But I would say some of the things that us women can be mindful of or can be considerate of is our time. If they had a gun to my head and said be on time for the date, I'll be dead. Be mindful and be respectful of somebody's time. Try to be on time. Give yourself enough time to get ready. And if you are running behind, give a heads up in a good amount of time so they can adjust. You understand? And they're just not stuck there waiting for you or thinking you flopped. Take pride in your appearance as well. Know where you're going, so how you should dress for the occasion. Be a darling. Be a sweetheart. Be nice. Be kind. Okay? Come with a smile. Come to have a good time. Come free-spirited. Come ready to interact and engage. Be a good time, baby. If you was gonna be bitter Betty because you're still hung up on Mark, the last guy you was dating, stay behind home. Keep your date in the know. Keep him updated. The day of the date is when the least amount of communication happens. I don't know why. It's like everybody goes ghost. Maybe it's a little bit of anxiety. I don't know. But it's just weirdest thing. Like, well, you know it's a date, so I'm not going to hit you up because you know it's a date. You know we're still on. Don't even assume. It's okay to reach out and say, hey, are we still on? Okay, what time would you be picking me up? Or what time should I be meeting you? Communicate. Communicate. It's the first date. We all got to shake out the little nervousness. It's okay. I promise y'all. Most importantly, on the first date, the environment that you choose should be one that both parties feel safe, comfortable, and are able to enjoy themselves freely. That's really all I got on that. I hope that was good. I feel like that was real good. I cannot wait to discuss all of this with y'all. I cannot wait to see you guys' responses and comments to all of this. I'm ready to chat here. But as I'm concluding it here, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And for those of you who answered the call and dropped some topics, and for me, I love y'all. This was so much fun. I hope to do something like this again real soon. So if you guys have any topics or questions that you would like to get my take on, go ahead, drop them in the comments, DM me. All my socials will be down below. Reach me however you need to reach me, and I'm gonna answer the call. Okay, that's all I got for y'all. Thank you so much for staying tuned and watching. Once again, if you are not already, join the vibes officially by hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification right along with it so you guys are notified every time your girl posts a new video. Okay, bye.